All right. I might as well play this one here. This is a weird song. It's about my ex-brother-in-law who should have died when he was married to my sister, because he had heart problems. He had all kinds of shit, and the guy ate big-ass steaks, drank beer and everything all the time, and he still didn't die off. But I imagined him dying off, and this is how I imagined it happened.
You bought some of those steaks.
I may have. Well, she eventually got divorced. She eventually got divorced from him, so it worked out in the end. But this is called Now It's Gone. When I hit the pavement, I said, I guess that's that for me now. I couldn't have survived that fall. The fog came up around me, bright lights and an airy feeling, a blissful moment of not caring about what happens next. Too bad I couldn't find that feeling without expiring. Way before my time, I might add. More or less in the prime of a dull and dreary life. But it was a life nonetheless. Now it's gone. Only I would have considered what was important to me while I was alive. I would have been more passionate about all the things I love to do, about all my interactions with everyone around me. Instead of all those moments I fluffed off without thinking. Too bad I couldn't find that feeling without expiring. Way before my time, losing my beat, I might add. More or less in the prime of a dull and dreary life. But it was a life nonetheless. Now it's gone. Don't cry for me, I guess I did all I wanted. At least that's what I tell myself now. In this life you take your chances of what to blow off and what to not. Then you play the cards you are dealt. Wait, what's happening now? I'm in an ambulance. We're heading to Mercy General. The tubes are sticking out every which way. Some angel of mercy trying to jumpstart my heart, get me to continue breathing. Hey baby, there's a chance I might get a chance for a new start, and maybe I can try and find that feeling before expiring. Way before my time, I might add. 'Cause this is the prime of my dull and dreary life. But it's my life nonetheless. It's not gone. It's not gone. You're welcome.
You gotta spread these chairs out a little bit.
I don't have a full capo right now, but I have 3 string if you want to try one of these times. I've got one 3-string there.
No, I'll do. I'll do.
Can you do something else? Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, I'll
I don't
just
have
do a
one
song.
yet.
I don't need a capo.
Pick is what I'm trying to find. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you got a few of those.
Come
Or does
on.
anybody here have a capo, a regular capo?
Yeah, sure.
Your no capo?
No, I don't even have my computer.
Let me see if I
Years
can.
ago, we used to have a
see if
junk
I've got
box
one here.
that had capo.
Ah,
Picks, capos,
There's one. That's a Kerrville capo.
Kerrville pick.
I wasn't sure what the focus was, so I didn't
Huh?
use the
What was the name
computer.
of that song?
The name of that song is Now It's Gone.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's about my ex-brother-in-law who should have died young.
You sang it last year.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice song.
It's a foolish little song, actually.
Shit. I could do the song I was going to do.
There you
I was
go.
going to do it in B flat, but hey.
There you are. There you
Oh
go.
my God. Out of the night, out of the dark, come.
How long can you stay?
Okay.
Because I left all my capos in my somewhere. If you can stay all night, we'll just borrow it all the way around.
It'll be the most useless capo's gotten.
It'll get the most
By more
juju.
people anyway.
It'll get the most juju though.
Oh yeah, definitely blessed.
Yeah, I just changed the string, so if it goes out
Oh,
of tune,
thanks.
sorry. I just played a whole song and it didn't hurt me. Water goes down the pipe, the wrong pipe, and you have to take care of it.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Hey, Dad, I'm sorry. We can't make it down there for your birthday. Still plan to come for Christmas if work doesn't get in the way. Good news, I got a great promotion and we bought a big house with a view of the ocean. He said that sure sounds nice. But son, are you alright? Yeah, Dad, I'm okay. No, I haven't heard a sermon lately. Julie's just fine. Between the kids and her job, things stay pretty crazy. We found a good daycare. The kids are making friends. I try to make it home in time to tuck them in. He said, don't just try. Son, take my advice. Don't let that big house become a broken home. What good's a pocket full of money to an empty soul? Ask yourself this question when you lay down at night. Are you just making a living or are you making a life? When you were growing up, I put my career ahead of you and Mom. Maybe you don't hold that against me, but I do. Listen, son, go for a walk with your wife. Go watch your boys play ball. The best things in life aren't things at all. They're friends and family. Don't make the same mistakes as me. Don't let that big house become a broken home. What good's a pocket full of money to an empty soul? Now ask yourself this question when you lay down at night. Are you just making a living or are you making a life? Hey, Dad, I'm glad we had this talk. Have a happy birthday. You bet we'll see you Christmas Eve. I can hardly wait.
Oh, sweet. That's great.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, beautiful. It's an old song that I never played.
If there's anybody here who doesn't know Steve Seskin, you know a lot of his songs, you just don't know Steve Seskin. But he'll be playing tomorrow in the Wildflower.
Yes.
4:30.
4:30.
Right
And-
before Ellis, as tradition would have it.
That is tradition.
So you may as well come over and get a good seat for Ellis.
You warming up that crowd?
Yeah.
I've done it for like, I think it's about 8 years.
8
in a row,
years,
except
yeah.
For the years we played on the main stage. I've
Wasn't
always
there 1 year
opened
though?
for Ellis, as I like to say.
That has a ring to it, man. There's a rhythm
I
to that.
told her one of these years though,
Yeah.
I'm going to learn all her songs, and
Good.
I'm going to
Play
do
them
them all in my set.
Oh,
This is a song about coffee.
That'll be fun.
oh, and then she'll have to do
Well,
your
there's
songs.
actually there's an old joke by a guy, an old comedian that used to do this joke about, like, I don't understand why he hates me. I mean, I opened for Don McLean. I did the best version of American Pie ever, ever. And then when I did Vincent, it was beautiful. I mean, it was unbelievable. The guy can't stand me. I don't get it. He does it better now, but it's really hilarious. You know?
Well, there was a year at Folks Fest where Mark Cohn was here doing that record of sort of the 70s hits.
Yeah.
And Swell Season was here too, as well as. And Mark did Into the Middle.
Oh my God.
What's his name from Swell Season comes out. He goes, in the night, as cute as he is, well, someone else did this song earlier this evening, but it's in our set list, so we're going to just go ahead and fucking do it.
That's
And they
great.
were very different and beautiful,
sure.
but I remember that little phrase.
Oh, that's great.
That's great.
That's a keeper.
He is kind of the open rose. Is everybody's in there? We're in there. We come because we want to hear you.
Steve, sounds like there's a song there opening for Ellis. Play it right before she gets on.
Oh, I could write that tomorrow.
I think it's
Short, but
after you have your second cup of coffee.
Oh, great.
again.
Yes, exactly. It wouldn't have to be. It wouldn't have to be a long song at all. It wouldn't have to.
Did you make sure
Well, it's a little crowded, so
Can you pull up the last
No, he's not got that.
Oh, I know that.
Hey, Steve. She said that you have the laugh, Steve.
Steve, can you pull off the Ellis laugh though?
Oh.
That's a tough one.
The music is the
Pretty
laugh.
unique. That's unique.
It's such a classic laugh, but it sounds every time it's like, oh, it's organic.
Yeah, it is
Well,
organic
it
for
is.
sure.
It's not affected at all.
No.
It is her laugh.
Yeah.
It's all her.
Yeah.
But she doesn't restrain it.
No.
She
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
hold
no.
it back.
To
share it.
on the main stage, and she
Plays the
said,
song. This is Tim Ostick.
Jim Ossick.
Right.
Hey, Timmy.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, there's a full section for you to play on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope I know it.
This song, I grew up in Scottsbluff, Nebraska, and big weekend. I got to do the songwriter showcase on Friday. On Thursday, my parents filled up all their possessions in a U-Haul and moved from Scottsbluff, Nebraska to Longmont.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, they
Wow.
they moved here.
I'm
They
gonna ride you all the way to the bank, man.
yeah, and questionable decision.
Yeah, really.
But yeah, we've moved our life fully here, but we're from a little town. And
That's
it's
cool.
the stupid shit you do in a little town. In a studio apartment above the Union Bar, we were two drunk kids just staring at the stars, smoking cigarettes through plastic straws, keeping a beat with our broken hearts. Two drunk kids just staring at the stars. In a tiny little town all tangled in regrets, trying to be someone no one's heard of yet. In skinny jeans and prom suit vests, bragging about some backseat sex, trying to be someone no one's heard of yet. There was nothing we were afraid to leave behind. And you were dressed up like a circus clown, in Converse sneakers and a graduation gown. There was nothing we were afraid to leave behind. We had it all figured out, all figured out. We had it all figured out, all figured out. We had it all figured out, all figured out, all figured out. We were gonna leave that town in the dust, windows down and Tom Petty turned up, the world in front of us, and we could see it all. Every airplane passing by, every bird lost in the sky, every speck of dust in the headlights. That tired old town, still not much to do. Whenever I go back, I think of you. On the dirt road headed out of town, there's a cross and a wilted rose on the ground, and I still can't help but think of you. And we had it all figured out. We had it all figured out, all figured out. We had it all figured out, all figured out, all figured out.
That's great.
Yeah! Kim Austin! Don't you wish you could be 15 again and know it all?
Oh boy.
Shit.
Yes and no.
Yeah, really.
I didn't figure it out till 17. I'm a late bloomer.
Okay, you made it.
That's when you lost your hair.
I mean, you know, what are you gonna do?
Hey guys, this is John Bunsley. If you want to have some fun, go out on the YouTube and someplace. He had a show for a while called Barbecue Buns.
This is true.
My favorite episode is the one with Tom Prasada Rao. I've probably watched it about 8 times now.
Cool.
That was some good food, man.
Oh, he cooks like.
Oh, did he cook
Oh, curry. Curry.
Yeah.
He's a curry master.
He did some curry, some dal, and some naan, and I made some kind of grilled
Yeah.
something chicken with like red colors in it.
Yeah.
We convened and we collected the souls of his grandmothers. Made a meal. And it is on YouTube, Steve.
He
Yeah,
can cook,
I watched it
more
last
than
time.
just on the go.
And then he
Oh,
played
yeah.
Reese's Garden at the end of the video.
Oh, man.
So it was a little thing.
I was just with him for a
I
while.
might bring it back someday. It was a little thing where you bring in another musician, you cook a meal, you talk about what they like, what you like. You try
Oh,
to put
that's
something
great.
Together, and then they play a song at the end of the show.
Oh, that's fun.
I have three episodes up.
I was trying to get him to walk around the fairgrounds here with an apron on, but he wouldn't do it.
My promotional manager.
Yeah, really.
I'm an idiot.
Let me sing that one.
Yeah, Tim, that's a hook, man.
You're welcome.
That is
All right,
that is a hook.
What a bummer.
I can see you shining bright. I can see you shining as we lose the light. I can see you shining all the way across town. See you shining as the sun goes down. And you're among the people that I love the most. Who'd have thought you'd be the one to give up the ghost? I see the light's most beautiful at the end of the day. Close my eyes, see your face, watch you walk away. And I can see you shining bright. I can see you shining as we lose the light. I can see you shining all the way across town. See you shining as the sun goes down. They say the lights. No, that's the wrong line. Hold on. Red sky in the morning, a warning for the day. Who'd have thought you'd be the one, or who would fly away? The red sky in the evening, say it's a sign. Another ship is leaving, time to say goodbye. And I can see you shining bright. I can see you shining as we lose the light. I can see you shining all the way across town. I see you shining as the sun goes down. And I can see you shining as the sun goes down.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, John Bunkley.
Thanks, Steve.
You want the pick?
No. Well, you can keep it if you want, because you use it more than I will.
There'll be one less thing that I have to
There you are.
take back.
There you are. So true.
You know, it's heavy, you know, so
Speaking of this guitar, take a look at this guitar.
it's beautiful.
This is the 1998 Rocky Mountain Folks Festival Songwriters Contest winning guitar that Don Conoscenti won in 1998. And we were out in the camp ground here, and we're playing together. And he says, "Bill, I can't keep this. I've got to deal with Everett Guitars. They'll make me a guitar anytime they want to. I want to, and so I can't play it. I've signed a contract." I said, "Well, what do you want for it?" I said, "I really like it." And he says, "I don't know. What do you think?" I wrote him a $1,500 check, and he took it.
Wow.
And I felt guilty about it ever since.
Oh, you
Oh,
should.
don't feel guilty. Enjoy it.
First of all, he could use the money.
I know at the time he
Second
just
of
just
all-
wanted to, yes.
Yeah, he wanted
Sounds
you to
good.
he wanted you to have it.
There you go.
It's
That's
so
what he
true.
wants to do.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a breed love.
There's an old saying, it's not
It's
how
a
much
breed
you get
love.
for it,
Notice
it's
this
how much
lovely egress.
Sometimes.
Isn't that lovely?
Especially
Oh,
with
that's
guitar.
beautiful.
I did see
The
that.
breed love is
Flirt.
their little
I got a
signature is
guitar.
this,
Like
and
my
they got
graduate
this
high
little
school.
twist in
Yeah,
the
like
top.
You can always
this
tell,
on my
yeah.
guitar, but too much sentimental.
It's a big ass
Like,
guitar.
like the
Oh,
guitars in my
gosh.
band. Like,
It's
have an
monster
opera.
sound,
I'll sell it to
monster
you.
power.
No one
All
else.
I'm looking for is sound right against my chest, and this is it.
I love big
All right, well, I'm going to do something. Since I have two capos here, I might as well do something with two capos.
Multi-usage.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
Maybe Shannon will sell me her guitar for $1.
It's very.
Ask her.
Maybe you could give her a little more than $1.
Oh, okay.
Gee
She
whiz.
would want me to have it.
That's true.
I mean,
She would.
I could see that.
Just
You know what she did? She put that in her promo stuff. Steve Scott Seskin owns my competition-winning guitar. She
I
wouldn't say the
donated my guitar
$1
to the
thing.
Steve Suskin Foundation.
Well, I'm gonna play this song because I like this song. You know, the thing about this three-string capo, they say that you use it on the 2 frets away, and you get that, and you put it on the 4 frets away, and you get that, and you put it on the 5 frets away, and you get that right here. And you put it on the 6th fret though, which is not.
Would you
Not
take
normal.
the Bill Nash capo class?
I did. I actually developed it myself. But listen to this. This is the coolest thing. But this doesn't fit anything in the world that should. I'm not touching the damn guitar and it's already playing a melody. It's crazy. Let me get this thing a little tighter. This is a song I wrote. I was in love with this young lady who had 2 kids, and they were both. They were all 3 of them were ADD, and truly they didn't notice anything in life, I guess. But I was in love with her, and I wrote this song, and I told her about it. I played it 2 days after I wrote it. I played it at Uncle Calvin's coffee house, and she and her kids were there. And I finished the song, and I was so proud. I got it finished, and it was great. And I went out to the foyer area, and I saw her there with the kids, and I said, "What'd you think of the song?" And she said, "Song?"
What song?
I didn't hear it. She never heard this song.
Sometimes that's good though, right? Bill?
Oh yeah, it would have been an awful thing. It would have been an awful
Could have
thing
made you
if it worked
miserable.
out.
Let's look at it that way, okay?
Anyway, this is called I Choose. Well, here I go again into the frame. When will I ever learn to stay away? We all make our own choices, and we hope we choose right. Listening to all our voices, trying to guide us through this night. Your smile excites me so. Just wish it were for me. There I would quietly go, become part of your mystery. Like a shadow you came here, like a fog on my sea. I'm a sailor left drifting. There's no harbor for me. I need a place to call home, a place of refuge, cast away on this listless sea, with no shoreline in view. We all make our own choices, and I choose, I choose, I choose to be in love with you. I've planned many lifetimes with you by my side, uninhabited shorelines, just you and me and the tide. Yes, we make our own choices, then we live with what we choose. But if I don't speak of my love now, then I surely will lose. I need a place to call home, a place of refuge, cast away on this listless sea, with no shoreline in view. Yes, we make our own choices, and I choose, I choose, I choose to be in love with you. I choose to love you.
Amazing.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Needless to say, we didn't make it. Just
I'm only here to encourage.
I know.
This is a brand new song I wrote on piano, and I've never played it on guitar.
cool.
I think I could
Never
pull it
done it?
off.
I can only find the damn black keys.
That's how they felt.
I was channeling Randy Newman when I wrote
Oh,
this.
cool.
I said, what would
that's
Randy
decent.
do
It's a good thing.
if he wanted to write a song about the
You don't want to keep
I'm too tired, I can't even the impending doom of climate change. And we have to do something about it now. But he wouldn't write it as himself. He wouldn't just say, here's what I think about that.
We're gonna get through this.
Make it. They call me Mother Nature. My nature is to nurture. But lately, It's been hard to have a heart. Look at this place. There's pollution everywhere. There's plastic in the ocean, and we both know how it got there. You turned over consumption into an art. Oh, keep doing what you're doing. Never mind, you're screwing with the very thing that's keeping you alive. Here's a scientific fact. You're messing with the habitat of my polar bears, my honeybees, my monarch butterflies. I'm running out of patience. You're running out of time. Running out of time. I've seen the dinosaurs come and go. They were pretty rude, you know. I gave them flora and fauna. For a while they owned this town. Yeah. But they disrespected me. And if you know your history, I had no choice but to send that meteor down. Oh, keep doing what you're doing. Never mind, you're screwing with the very thing that's keeping you alive. You think you make this world go round? Keep in mind, I can shut it down. I got heat waves and I got hurricanes, volcanoes and mudslides. You're running. I'm running out of patience. You're running out of time. Running out of time. I've got 3 words for you. Big Bang 2. Keep doing what you're doing. Never mind, you're screwing with the very thing that's keeping you alive. You know what makes me really mad? Corporate greed and deceptive ads. A sprouting plant in a field of green. Brought to you by the big machine. A campaign of smoke and mirrors to cover up their crimes. I'm running out of patience. You're running out of time. You're running out of time. Oh, you're running out of time.
Thank you. Very effective. That voice, man, it's almost semi-Tom Waits too, a little bit.
Well, yeah, a little. It's both of their kind of like, you know, that seventh.
Oh, yeah.
I hardly ever do that.
Uh-huh.
I just thought it was more powerful that way.
Oh, absolutely.
It was pissed off Mother
before he
Nature.
started doing Disney.
Yeah, right. Well, I was a massive Randy Newman fan.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the Disney songs are okay,
Oh,
but he lost a little edge
but he made some money.
from the days of rednecks meet, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some of that old
I
stuff
love
is
that
just
live
amazing,
album.
man.
And I love the Randy Newman live album, just him solo, the white cover. And I don't know if there's a song on that record over 240 long.
Yeah.
It's just really
Very
I
precise.
remember when he was here.
that song.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
It was understated, but that song Marie.
Yeah,
oh,
Marie
yeah,
kills.
it's the best.
That kills.
ever.
Yeah.
He's something.
do like the big Disney one. You got a friend of mine. I remember him doing that, but like forgetting it or messing it up a lot.
Marie?
No.
You got a friend in me.
Oh, you got a friend in me.
I feel like I remember.
I know that song, but I don't know if you messed it up.
I remember people like kept asking him for it, and I think it was. I think you.
I haven't played it
maybe
in a
messed
while.
up
Let's
on
try
purpose
it.
or something.
Like,
It's different
like
when you do that in the bot versus on the main.
that's
song.
true.
Let me see if I can pull this one off right.
You know, he's probably getting bored with it.
I don't really know it.
Tim, he's probably getting bored with it.
Yeah.
I
could
would.
see that.
But any song would do that.
He once complained about how he never could win the Academy Award for Best Song because he was always up against like princesses and
Yeah.
mermaids and shit.
Yeah.
There's no other humans singing, you know, like I'm the only one. All right, Tim.
Tim.
I can't recall.
Right. This is one I co-wrote with Caitlin Cannon.
Nice.
Oh, I know her.
Love her.
Yeah.
She hasn't been here in
Why isn't she here
It's been
singing
a long
harmonies
time.
with you right now?
I don't know.
Who the hell is she?
I
Let's
don't
call
know.
her. I don't know.
Let's
her.
call her, yeah.
Probably Tennessee or something.
Didn't you co-write with her? You co-wrote with her,
I
didn't
never
you?
co-written
Oh,
with her, but I know.
you thought about it though, I bet.
Yeah, we're finishing. I need like one more track for this album that I'm releasing in the fall, and it's just a
What's
vocal
your name?
track from her. Tim.
Nice to meet you, Adam.
Good to meet ya.
You're putting in an album?
I am, yeah, in the fall. Well, I've been drinking too much wine, staying out all night. I don't wanna face the sun, don't wanna act right. It takes committing some crime sometimes to feel alive. It takes a couple black eyes to know you don't wanna fight. It takes a lifetime. It takes a lifetime. It takes a long time to shed on skin. It takes a long time. It takes a war to know you want peace, though you might leave behind a few casualties. It takes a lifetime to learn how to live. It takes a lifetime. I know I can't afford that perfect love, kind that'll catch your eye in storefront. Gonna find one whole woman torn and scarred and scuffed. It'll teach me to give even more when I don't have enough. It takes a lifetime to learn how to live. It takes a lifetime. It takes a long time to shed on skin. It takes a long time. It takes a war to know you want peace, though you might leave behind a few casualties. It takes a lifetime. It takes a lifetime. Start to see through the haze in this dive bar. Stumble outside and stare at the stars. Stop trying to figure out just what you are. Roses bloom, but they are so thorny. An oak tree grows from an acorn. In a lifetime. In a lifetime. It takes a lifetime to learn how to live. It
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim Ostick. All right.
Tim, you picked that first line was great with the drunk guy standing next to him. That was so cool. I mean, they were so close to just basically taking this circle over at one point, and she took them away very nicely.
Yeah,
But that first line, what was the first line of that
Been
song?
drinking too much wine, staying out all night.
Hello.
There they are. It was whiskey for this one.
Yeah, no shit. And a lot of whiskey too.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And that one. So, you know, Steve, you said something a couple minutes ago that I just totally could relate to. I'm so tired, I don't even know I can say anything right now. That's not an exact, but so I'm sitting here going, well, the smart thing to do, John, would play a really old song that you've played about 1,000 times if the odds of you actually remembering the lyrics to are higher.
Yeah.
But I've been writing a lot of new songs, and I feel like
Yes, you have.
if there's a place where I could fuck up a song and feel safe, I think
This would be it.
So,
Yeah.
This is
we're gonna
dude.
try this
If
here.
you fuck this up, though, we're gonna Dr. Dre. We're gonna get half of what we promised you. This will go on your.
Oh, well, no,
permanent
that's not a
record.
change. This is good.
That's right.
Half of nothing.
Half of 0 is 0.
0 minus 0 equals 0. 0 plus 0 equals 0.
100% of nothing.
Is so much more than. No, I guess it isn't. All right, we'll just let's see here. Try not to think too much and see if it comes in. I do have to, a friend of mine last night was sitting at a circle that had changed from music to conversation.
Uh-huh.
And she pulled out of her bag a whole list of performance notes from an Amy Speece class.
Oh, sweet.
And there were two that I think are really relevant because I think I'm going to break one of them for sure. I'm not sure about the second, but one of them is don't name the title of your song before you perform it.
Yeah.
So this one I have to though, okay? Because this song is called Whole, but it's with a W.
Right.
Okay. Purple twilight, gray morn, up all night till the dawn. Life is crazy, things are gone. Don't remember this line, but that's okay. Heart in my heart, barricade my soul. Sometimes we break before we're whole. Before we're whole. Our future's in the present. Don't look back for long. Blank piece of paper, the wind is blown. Heart in my heart, barricade my soul. Sometimes we break before we're whole. And heart in my heart, barricade my soul. whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, John Bunsley. All right.
That's,
Thank God. I'll give me a 75 on that one, and that's not bad for this.
That's
time.
good.
yes, please.
That's passing.
No, I'm good.
This ain't going on no internets or anything, is it?
It's sure.
Every,
Now
We'll
they
be back.
know.
We're gonna go get our numbers. We'll be back.
All right.
Welcome. We'd like to present you with John, who can't remember the words to his own songs. Thank you very much.
Hey, Steve, after Bill plays, I think I'll have you play one more to close the feature, and then we'll open the circle.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm part of the
about
feature.
ready to go to sleep.
Oh, dude.
I guess you
know it's part of the feature.
are not coming. I haven't heard from him.
Yeah, good to see you.
See you too.
Hey, Bill, do you know any Doors tunes?
it's a tip, isn't it?
People is strange.
People
Riders
strange.
in the night. Yeah,
Brother, I want
I've
to
slept.
kill you.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
This is one of my girlfriend's new songs.
Oh, cool, man.
She's quite a writer. I didn't mess with this one too much. Most of it was hers. I did mess with it, tried to mess with it a little bit because it's kind of got a southwestern theme, and she writes a lot of stuff about the Taos area and New Mexico. And I tried to add a horse to this song, and she said, "Bill, it's a metaphor."
Oh, boy.
I mean, I
You
was.
should have said, and so is my horse.
Wait,
Metaphor, metaphor.
did you say she said it was a metahorse?
No, it wasn't a metaphor. Anyway, it took me by surprise that she would say that because I was also going to add an Indian, and she said no. So she gets the final say. This one took a while to figure out the right music for her because the first time I started working on it, she looked at me real funny, and I'm sitting there and I'm going like something like this. She said, "Bill, it's not horse with no name."
She's tough.
She's good. She's real good. She knows what she wants to hear. She knows what she wants to hear. So
You should have said, horse with no name did pretty well.
it was not bad.
They
Not
could
bad.
pay our mortgage.
But they never could
Right
name the
now,
damn horse,
horse
you know.
with no name.
And they never
Much
could
fun.
damn
How long
name.
would it have taken to name the horse?
Really? I mean,
I mean,
truly.
seriously.
It's ridiculous.
It felt
Anyway,
good to be out on the range.
yeah, that's what they said.
The thing was, the horse's name was Mortimer. We all know that's just not going to fit.
It's
the
not
rhythm of the
rhymable,
song,
is it?
so,
What rhymes with Mortimer?
Not a lot.
Not much.
Mortimer.
Anyway,
Horticulture.
anyway, she wrote this song. "Puff of Smoke" is the name of it, and
It's late.
I know it pretty well, but I want to keep the words up so I don't screw it up. So that's why I'm going to be looking down. I finally found the music that she was appreciative of, and then I had to speed it up a bit. And at that point, she went, yeah, that's it. So this is called "Puff of Smoke." My footprints fall where yours fell more than 100 years ago. One day they'll all be covered beneath the new fallen snow. Many years before us, and long after man's no more, haunted by hollow drum beats of those who've gone before. Campfire flames reflected upon a Mustang's face, sound of rumbling hoofbeats gone without a trace, cries and haunting sorrows still carried on the wind. In the pine trees you can hear can't mend. Smoke on the prairie speaks of times long ago. Drifting through the desert, there's wisdom in the storm. Sage smoke and fire ash, along with words we spoke. We bury all our memories, they're gone in a puff of smoke. Dark nights a day's end, sunrise a new day begins. 100 years, 1,000 fires, time's ashes on the wind. Pinon wood smoke lingers, though a puff of smoke won't last. Like footprints in a snowstorm, reaching back to days long past. Mountains hold the secrets the desert trails won't tell. Memories drift through the pinon, where all the shadows fell. Walking with ghosts in graveyards. Shoot it! Almost got it. Walking with ghosts in graveyards. Years flow by like falling leaves. For the times we don't remember, sometimes mankind grieves. Smoke on the prairie speaks of times long ago. Drifting through the desert, there's wisdom in the storm. Sage smoke and fire ash, along with words we spoke. They're carried all our memories, they're gone in a puff of smoke.
Nash.
Thanks.
Okay, we're going to do one more from Steve, and then we're going to start the open circle with you. So
Here you
don't
go.
get lost.
Oh, should have taken that off. Yeah, I see you're getting your exercise there, my son. I'm glad you are.
Yeah, I don't have to go to the gym tomorrow.
There you go.
Wow.
Not really.
I know you're doing it for me.
That's a
'cause
bar. That's a bar.
You don't want to see me walk across this.
Let's see.
Yeah, really.
It's kind of exciting, though, Bill.
Yeah, it's a wonder if anything, if I'm going to make it half the time.
Seth Clear sent me a text yesterday and said, I've been thinking about you all day. And I said, does my wife know about it? Does yours? And then he never answered me. It's like I'm leaving you in the dark here.
That's great.
So I don't know, I was thinking of this song. We wrote a lot during the pandemic, but this is a song, because he was not on the road, so he'd call me up and go, what are you doing today? I go, nothing. Good. Me neither. You want to write a song? I go, yeah.
Okay.
But we wrote this, I guess, 45 years ago or something. But it's always been one of my favorites. Lately you've been sleeping in, haunted by your head again. Praying it's a rut you're in, but I know
can't keep holding your hand while you're sinking in the quicksand. It was never part of my plan to let go, to let you go. I love you, still I'm leaving. I can't lift you up, baby, I can't lift you up. I spent so much time believing that I could lift you up. I wish I could lift you up. It has to be hard for you, the way I always push through. You can hate me if you have to, if it helps. I could keep holding on, but I've already stayed too long. Maybe after I'm gone, you'll find someone else. Maybe find yourself. I love you, still I'm leaving. I can't lift you up, baby, I can't lift you up. Spend so much time believing I could lift you up. I wish I could lift you up. I can't lift you up. Oh, but if I could lift you up, I'd take you back to a time where promise ruled your heart before your skies went dark. I love you, still I'm leaving. I can't lift you up. Wish I could lift you up. Spend so much time believing that I could lift you up. Oh, but I can't lift you up. Wish I could lift you up. I can't lift you up.
It's a great song.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that might be my favorite Steve Seskin song.
No, really?
It's huge for me.
I really like that song.
You know,
It's
it's my favorite Seth Glear song. I can tell you
It's
that.
just, it's so. I've never heard the theme quite that way before.
Yeah.
You know what
He
I mean?
wrote it about the woman he was with before his current his wife.
Yeah.
He got married after that, but
The girl you wrote Craigslist for, right?
yes, same girl was good for 2 songs, and I didn't have to be with her at all.
If you had, you could have gotten a couple more, Steve.
But
Yeah, what would Ellen said though? You know,
Just,
that wouldn't work.
Yeah, it does capture a certain. I mean, I remember when we
Really
wrote
does.
it. He was like terrified. He goes, "Is everybody gonna think I'm just a total asshole?" What I say? I said, "Nobody thinks I am. So if they think you are, it must have to do with reality." No, I'm just kidding. But no, he was just. We wanted to capture the. I gotta go. Like, this is better for you too. I can't. I've tried. I can't. We're not getting anywhere. I'm not helping matters here.
Sadly,
friend who
a
stayed with a
lot of
girl.
people can relate to this.
Yes, absolutely.
Good for the song, but
Okay.
sadly for
Oh yeah,
the fact
absolutely.
that so many people run into that kind of a situation.
Sure.
I had a friend
Absolutely.
who stayed with a girl for years because she threatened she was going to kill herself when he left.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just emotional blackmail. But it wasn't good for her. It wasn't good for him.
No, of course not.
You know.
I took Paul Reiser's class for the 6th year in a row.
The directed writing
I
one.
like it.
Oh yeah, it's great.
And I met a woman. You know,
Yeah,
you meet a person
the
because
pit,
they
and
tell
I'm
you a
assuming
story.
you'll
you write
see
the
the guy
song.
that
I'll make
gave
sure.
us this.
I'll make sure he gets it.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's a brief story here. I was thinking about playing it earlier, but I can't remember the lyrics. I would have had to go get a lyric sheet. But anyway, her story was basically this. She's somewhere around 60 years old, and she was married and had kids, but she always played music. She had a guitar. She wrote songs. She went to open mics. It wasn't a big deal, you know, this way, but it was a big deal here.
Mm-hmm.
And that marriage ended, and she met a guy. She fell in love with him, and he didn't want her to play music.
Oh my gosh.
And so she stopped playing music
Oh
for
my
17
gosh.
years.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And a year and a half ago, she divorced him and started coming to things like this. And I just felt like honored that I was going to be able to write a song about
Oh, that's
that,
great.
You know? So anyway, that in some way ties into the fact that people stay with people that they shouldn't be with sometimes for long, long times. And when they reach that point, that's your song.
Yeah.
They
Well, the
realize-
interesting thing about the Seth thing is I related to this a little bit because my wife has suffered sometimes from depression, you know. But we've been together 44 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you go with the woman we wrote that song really about, he was with for like 6 months.
Oh,
and
boy.
tried like hell to make
Just-
it work. And he was
yeah.
like, I can't do this. And then he met his wife like 3 years later.
Well, they made a good choice.
Yeah, they're
Hard
doing
to see
great.
other than when you
So
look back, right? But and you got a song.
And we got a song.
Yeah.
And then we got a funny song too.
Yeah, the funny song.
I never do that one, but
It's a great song, man.
I
Do it
should.
tomorrow.
Craigslist. You never know. What is it? You don't. You haven't. You see your stuff on Craigslist. You see your stuff listed on Craigslist, and you didn't list it.
Yeah.
Oh, what's happening
You ended
here?
up with somebody, and they're selling all your shit. Like you went on the road, and she said,
Sure.
"Okay, fine." You know, when we got back, the bed was gone.
Cleared out
And she
everything.
sold the bed for like $5.
I've got a 62
We made that one up.
for
It
$150.
was pretty
Classic, though. Classic song.
What was it? $5 for $5 for the $100 for something, a toaster, something out of oven, and $5 for the bed we made love in.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice rhyme, man.
In love it.
Toaster oven.
What a
Hey,
pleasure.
guys,
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Nice.
Songs
See you
tonight,
tomorrow.
Steve. Thank you.
Okay. We're going to start the open circle here. I don't know your name.
I'm Jeff.
Jeff.
Kramer.
Hey,
I'm going
Jeff.
to take a break.
Yeah,
My
I'm
tent
gonna
is
go to
not
bed.
far
I
away. I'm
think.
going to give myself some libation.
You gotta
I
play a
guess I'll
song,
play
though.
one more
I
song.
gotta
That's
hear
cool.
something. I gotta hear this Yamaha too.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta get it in tune. But I was gonna play another song, but that song that Steve just played made me want to play this one.
I love when
Yes.
circles do that.
I
you
know, that's my favorite part. You know, RJ, when we were talking about doing the show today, last week, she says, Bill, do you ever feel like you need to get like more than one song in a row before you really get into your rhythm? And I said, no, not really. And she says, well, I was wondering if you would want to do it that way or if you wanted to just swap. And I said, I want to swap because, number one, I play a song, I get to rest. I play a song, I get to rest. Also, if you play a song and I have a song that kind of fits that song to follow it with,
Yeah.
I love that part of the circles. She said, we're doing the circle. I said, okay. I finally convinced a woman to actually agree with me. It's a tough road, man.
Yeah, it is.
Go
Well,
ahead.
this is a new guitar. It's a new old guitar. I just got this thing. It's a 1970, I think.
nice.
The red dot
Yes.
Yamahas. So like I got it for $500 as like my river guitar. But I was gonna play a song that I'm trying to record right now for my new record. But I'm gonna play this one. This is an old one that I would have played at the Tell Your Eye Troubadour with you, but I decided to play a new one that day. And so I'm gonna play this one.
carry me softly when you step on my toe. The wind moves gently as the fireflies glow. Don't say it's too hard and leave me blow. Away from my sweetheart, away. The light in the alley shines in her eyes. From the taxi cab window, she's starting to cry. The memories, they're returning at the starting light. Away from my sweetheart, away. And I will go, she won't know. I'm at the bottom of a well, I'm like a forlorn scarecrow. So away from my sweetheart, away. Hands move slowly from her chin to her nose. Like a child she smiles, only the two of us know. The memories, they're returning, but they're starting to go. Away from my sweetheart, away. So I will go, and she won't know. I'm at the bottom of a well, I'm like a forlorn scarecrow. So why away from my sweetheart, away. Do you remember the river? Do you remember the ride? All foregone conclusions that you kept inside. Don't tell me you love me when you made it die. Away from my sweetheart, away. And I will go, she won't know. I'm at the bottom of a well, I'm like a forlorn scarecrow. So So I'm away from my sweetheart.
Nice, man.
Very nice. Very nice.
What's your name?
Jeff Kramer.
Jeff and John.
Nice to meet you.
Anybody else
John,
out
what's
there
your
who's
last
working,
name?
You want to join
Bunsley.
the circle,
Bunsley.
grab a chair and hop in with us.
I'm just
Thanks for playing with us.
All right, okay, no pressure.
Do one more thing.
And that guitar kind of speaks
Okay,
a little
Tim.
bit.
It does. I mean, it's like a plywood top.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
just like
Second home, and
has
then
soul.
we'll get you back to
You
the
know,
start.
it's so complicated. All
Yeah.
it really does.
Some of these old Yamahas are crazy good. Yeah.
Yes, and you wouldn't think
Yeah.
it would be. Well, I'm gonna do an old song.
Yeah, old song for you. I have socks over there.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just finally getting to a point where I've lived in Colorado for 10 years and like I've got songs that are around 10 years old that I can still play.
You can call that
which
old
is
song.
nice. Look at it. Me and Mr. Buzzy's played with me quite a few times.
Do I know this one?
This is the Pogo song.
Oh, fuck, I know that one. I'd love to play that with you. Can I get a... no, this is kind of a mellow thing. We're not going to pogo. Sometimes when I first learned this song... Have you guys seen this man play?
Yeah.
On stage,
Sure.
like maybe on Friday morning? He has the energy.
Right.
And so we were doing this song and all of a sudden we're both bouncing up and
Right.
down
Pogo.
on stage. But this is going to be...
This won't be
Even
quite
more intense than
pogo's.
that.
We'll see. Yeah.
Well, I have something to say about that before you start. You know,
Yeah.
Tim, I've tried to take your picture many times on a very wide exposure.
Uh-huh.
I can't get you because you move.
Elusive.
All this stuff goes blank.
It's just a big blur.
Yeah.
I'd like to see some of those.
I'll send them to you. I've got them at home.
The song's not about a pogo or pogoing or anything to do with pogoing, but it's the pogo song. Find a country road where I can lose my mind. Driving till I feel what I left behind. Roll the window down, let the smoke fill the air. Light it up to light, lighting up my hair. Wind blow out, let my heart break. Let me feel my pain. Let me love till I go. Let me live again. Let me live again. Let me live again. With a heart that's beating faint. Let me live. Rolling in the morning rain, feeling beautiful hearts as a way to show pain. Trying to mend a broken heart that'll never break for me. But it's a hand you follow that leaves you on your watching black and white movies, drink wine and beer. Missing them more and more the further I go down this country road. Maybe it's fate or maybe it's just two lost souls trying to find their way from a dead end love to beauty and pain, from the ashes, the love and the dreams and the hopes we share. Take a long drive to the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. That was cool. The way the guitar plays together.
I love it.
Yes, I'm going to read a lyric.
Oh my God.
3 years ago, I fell and fucked my head up worse than you can
remember.
imagine.
I remember.
And sometimes I don't remember things, but I write them down. If it wasn't for lists, I don't know how I would get through the day. So I was talking earlier about Steve played a song about a relationship gone bad, and you know, relationships are the sustenance of so many songs.
Yep.
And I was in song school and met a beautiful human being. It's a class that Paul Reiser teaches where he hooks people up who don't know each other, haven't met each other before. You tell your story to them, they tell your story to you, and you write their story and they write your story. This is the 6th year I've taken the class. The first 4 years, all of my people dropped out and never wrote my story.
Damn, I hate
And
that.
I actually
Too much pressure.
well, you know, I mean, they say don't take things personally, especially in the arts, right? But I told Paul, I said, Paul, what's up, man? And Paul does this. He goes, John, everything is as it's meant to be.
Yeah.
And then the 5th woman wrote an incredible song. Then the 6th one told me she'd send it to me. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just trying to get my guitar in tune because in the evenings outdoors sometimes it doesn't like it. Anyway, you're not supposed to tell the story before you write this or play the song, so I'll just play the song. Brush the dust off the case, smell the scent of the spruce, lift her up from a bed of crushed velvet, rusty old strings, but still she can sing all the songs from the heart. It's time for Victoria to rise. Away she flies, new ways are born, the old ways die. It's time for Victoria to rise. The scratches and cracks just make her stronger, the signs of a life well lived. After long, hard years, singing for others, she sings her own song. It's time for Victoria to rise, up from the ashes, away she flies. Ways are born, the old ways die. It's time for Victoria to rise. It's time for Victoria to rise. Up from the ashes, away she flies. The ways are born, the old ways die. It's time for Victoria to rise. New ways are born, and the old ways die. It's time for Victoria to rise.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, John. Yeah, the workers, we got some open chairs if anyone wants to sit down with us and contribute. Thank you, Timmy.
I mentioned that.
You're leaving?
No, I've been here.
He saw you come in.
Seriously? You really don't want to hear me sing, do you?
She's going to sing the song she wrote for you.
that I look at that.
Probably not. Probably not. Wait, I'm kind of cheating here. Which way is the circle going?
It's going this way. I'm next.
Place
So.
a bum in it. That's, I think, the rule,
Like
right?
that?
I think that.
Did you play a song here last year about a ship?
About a ship.
About a ship or boat or something last year?
Well, it's about a ship leaving the harbor.
Okay.
Yeah, I did that earlier.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't.
You remember that from last year?
From last year, yeah.
Fuck, thank you.
You're welcome.
She's funny that way. She's got a memory like that.
I know, I do. I remember that was such a lovely song. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
When you play a waltz, I have to play a waltz.
Bill,
will
that's
follow
the only
you
reason
with
I
a
picked
waltz.
that song is because I sensed Bill wants to play a
Play a
waltz.
waltz,
So I tried to set you up.
Does when you fall on your head and you lose your hair?
It's gotta be around
Take
here
that off for a
somewhere.
second. You look like me. What's going on?
When you were wearing that tie-dye today, you looked a lot like me.
Oh, yeah, no,
I
it's
see
off.
you changed. You must
Yeah.
have sweated or something.
Anyway, waltz.
Anyway, this is another one of my girlfriend's songs. She came when we first met. She come to Illinois for Christmas. I was there with my mom, and who's 90 years old at the time. And she came on the plane. I picked her up. I brought her home, and they bonded like crazy, like right away. And it was really cool. My mom has like 20,000 photo albums in her house, literally. She's got bookcases and bookcases of photo albums, and she's always pulling them out.
That's cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
And so Susan is watching this woman do this, and they're just having a ball. I took a couple of pictures that were priceless of the two of them looking at something, At one point, she just disappears. Susan does. I'm like, where the hell did she go? My mom doesn't know. Finally, I found her in the third bedroom in the house where my dad used to stay, sitting in his old rocking chair with 6 pieces of paper on her lap. She wrote the song basically, and it's called May Rose. My mother's name is May Rose. Turns out the song is a lot more about my dad than it is about my mom, because he had just passed about 6 or 8 months before. He made 89. My mom's going to be 92 this year. But she wrote this, and I picked it up off her lap, and I said, wow, it's Susan. This is a song. This is a waltz. There was nothing that could have been but a waltz. So I wrote the song. It's called May Rose. And I got to remember if I'm in the right place. Yeah, I think I am. Lays his shirt down on his pillow every night before she climbs into their bed. She listens and remembers in the darkness, recalling all the words he ever said. A house full of A house full of blessings and memories. Mountain portrait painted on the wall. Photo albums filled to overbrimming. Anniversaries remembered in the fall. Arms embraced and overflowing. Kind words he always spoke. Love grows. Looking down on Chicago as it's snowing. Still holds his true love, a rose. Listen in the stillness, we still hear him. In a voice full of softness and so sweet, this warm house reveals his presence, gathered round the table's empty seats. 2 dozen red roses in a bouquet. 5 children in a future down the road. I love you, I always have, I always will. His final whisper for May Rose. Arms embraced and overflowing, kind words he always spoke. Love grows, looking down on Chicago as it's snowing. Still holds his true love, May Rose. He left us here to find our own way. Taught us everything we know. She stays right here each and every day. If we might need his light to show. Arms embraced and overflowing, kind words he always spoke. Love grows, looking down on Chicago as it's snowing. Still holds his true love, May Rose. Looking down on Chicago as it's snowing. Still holds his true love. My girlfriend's a good rider, and I'm keeping her.
Well, it's just keeping you.
She's keeping me too.
Yeah. I would suggest that you do.
Duh.
That's probably a really good idea.
Well, I know there's been like 2 waltzes played in a row.
Do it, man.
Wait, is it 3?
If you
The
do it.
last waltz. What did you do? Robbie Roberts.
The last waltz? Should I do waltzes?
Yeah.
A little cover
Maybe
tune.
save that
We're
one.
gonna do it from start to finish here.
Uh-oh.
No, we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna break the waltz.
Okay, good.
I was gonna play another song, but the same thing happened. You played that song, and I heard a line, so I'm gonna play a new song.
Good.
So I'm gonna need to cheer here. So this, many of you probably saw the documentary that came out earlier this year. That was 7 hours long, about a band that's well known. Some of you are like, okay, I know this documentary. So I'm not gonna say which band it is, but either way, because I'm trying to keep with the, what was it? Amy Speece said, "Don't say the name of the song."
Right,
Yes,
right.
that was her.
Yeah, so don't say it.
Other
So I'm,
people too.
so I'm not gonna say the name of the song or even who the band, but I woke up in the middle of the night and this band was singing this song, and it's not a real song. So I've decided to make it a real song and
Cool.
finish it. So
Cool.
we'll see if this thing stays up and if I can actually do this because it's new.
It's a new day, she said. It's a new day, she said. I don't wanna know where you're gonna go when the lights fade. To a new day, she said. To a new day, she said. I don't wanna know where you're gonna go when I run away. Might drive down to Manzanita, or go down to Santa Fe, or I might just sit here thinking about all the things that I should say. Well, I know I've got my problems, There's a long list here that I've made, but I might just sit here thinking. And the lightning is far away. It's a new day, she said. It's a new day, she said. I don't wanna know where you're gonna go when the lights fade. To a new day, she said. To a new day, she said. I don't wanna know where you're gonna go when I run away. The queen is calling from the corner. She knows my moves and how I play. But I'm frozen here with the feeling that she'll strike me down with her iron spade. A quiet moon sits on the mound. It's calling me to meet her there. So when I wake up from my dreaming, the desert sun is shining in her hair. It's a new day, she said. It's a new day, she said. I don't wanna know where you're gonna go when I run away. She said. To a new day, she said. To a new day, she said. To a new day, she said. Sweet. Yeah. Thank you. I didn't write it. The guys in my dreams wrote it.
No.
Then I finished.
No.
So, it's called A New Day, she said.
That's cool.
Comma, she said.
Good.
So you gonna reveal the band that was in the documentary?
You have to see me out.
A good chorus.
Yeah,
I got a
definitely.
chorus.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm gonna play a song for you that invite you to come along on a little ritual with me. I would like to share that I just pulled number 3 in the Tarp line. I'm nervous, but it's because like the anxiety, it's because of that. Like that's what's going through my blood right now.
A lot of
It's like this
responsibility
high.
there. Yeah.
You got a lot of
I haven't locked my
responsibility
car
now.
all week,
What
but I put it in there and locked it tonight. Just to,
Where's your car? Yeah, where's your car? Good for you.
And a friend and I were talking about as we were standing in line, like just the rituals of just this place of being with people and doing things together and going through a line. And,
Yeah.
Getting number
and then I got number 3, and I was like, oh.
The lucky number.
Blood of Christ. No. This is a song I wrote about a ritual. I'm an ICU nurse in my day job, and watched my first COVID patient die, first of many, as he kissed his wife through a glass window, said goodbye to his family for the last time, and worked really hard, a lot of overtime trying to keep this man alive, and that smudge on the glass that he left with his kiss, his wife stayed on that glass for weeks, and we as nurses just couldn't get to clean that piece off. And
Yeah.
just every time I enter a patient's room, I come up to the window and think of that. And we've all been in various windows and between glass with people, and I wrote the song wondering if there's anything he wished he could say to us in his grave. We could all come to the window and hear it. The song's called, I'm not gonna say it. That's not the intro for me.
Take
Number 3. Put your lips to the window. On the other side, I place my last kiss for a widow. Just a week ago, I was fine and certain that my strength would carry me through. I was thinking I would blink and bounce back to you, but my concrete confidence cracked. Now I'm dead. I got a long time out to think about what I wish I'd said, 'cause now I can feel the roots shiver when the stiff trees snap when the wind blows. I can feel the earth quiver when the riverbank erodes when the creek flows. And I come from my grave so that I can call to say that being strong isn't strength. After all, today it's time to learn how to bend so we don't break. It's time to learn how to bend. There's a lot at stake. There's a smudge on the glass, the last ghostly apparition of me, but the smudge won't last. So wipe the glass clean so you see that certainty and strength won't carry you through. That's not something that your strength can do. It's time to flow with flexibility. If you won't listen to much, please listen to me, 'cause now I can feel the roots shiver when the stiff trees snap when the wind blows. I can feel the earth quiver when the riverbank erodes and the creek flows. And I come from my grave so that I can call to say that being strong isn't strength. After all, today it's time to learn how to bend so we don't break. It's time to learn how to bend. There's a lot at stake. So come on down to the window and gently lean against the pane. Do you hear the crescendo? That's me joining in the refrain. 'Cause I can feel the roots shiver when the stiff trees snap with the wind blows. I can feel the earth quiver when the riverbank erodes and the creek flows. And I come from my grave so that I can call to say that being strong isn't strength. After all, today it's time to learn how to bend so we don't break. It's time to learn how to bend. There's a lot at stake. Whoa. Watched a lot of people run out of air. Come to the window.
Nice.
Yeah.
Please say your name so we know who you are.
My name is Nick Earhart.
Good. Thank you.
Tune my guitar.
Hi, I'm Wendy. I'm
here. Yeah, and I've got a song, just a cappella. Maybe I'll change it up a little bit myself. And this is a song about. Are we not telling the name of our song?
No, you can't.
Did I miss something?
There's no rule.
I missed something?
There's no rule. No rule.
We all miss a lot every damn day, man.
I guess, yeah. There's some things that I really miss. But yeah, they were gone a long time ago. So yeah, I'll name my song. It's Wander On Home. And it's about living in the most amazing place on the planet. Actually, I think I need to stand up because my breathing has been a little labored the last few days, and it's easier when it's,
You bet.
that way. See if I can get a breath. All the castles in your kingdom have no pull upon my heart. Like the meadows in these mountains, built of stone and ancient art, valleys filled with wild wonder, aspen groves and waterfalls. Sorry, I'm really dry. Rivers flowing from the fountain echo through these canyon walls. Look for me in Colorado. This is where I'm meant to be. You'll find me somewhere in these mountains when you wander home to me. I may roam the wild yonder, talk to trees and standing stones, dance in moonlight round the fire, scatter runes and sacred bones. Or you may find me in the spotlight, standing still upon the stage, or spellbound while the magic fills me as it pours out on the page. Look for me in Colorado. This is where I'm meant to be. You'll find me somewhere in these mountains when you wander home to me. We can walk the wild yonder, go everywhere there is to go, cross the world to stand in starlight, sing every song there is to know, and then we'll turn our faces homeward, back to where we're meant to be. Rivers flowing from the fountain. Damn, I screwed that up. Rivers flowing wild and free. Yeah, we were made for Colorado. This is where we're meant to be. Look for me up in these mountains when you wander home to me. Yeah, we were made for Colorado. This is where we're meant to be. So let's get lost up in these mountains. Come on, wander home with me. Come on, wander home.
Linnea, and I'm up here because Nick gave me this winky face that meant that I needed to sit down.
That's an interesting word. Swinky.
I was gonna do either Nina Simone or Anne Brun, a couple of covers, but I actually changed up what I'm gonna do too because I realized that Nick, you might know Amy Marie Schmidt. Yeah. So she writes poetry, and she's a mutual friend of ours, and so she posted a poem last autumn, and I read it, and I like immediately had a melody to it, so I put a melody to her poem. Autumn comes like honeybees to fill the comb of waiting trees with gold and copper, amber, bronze, palette of 1,000 dawns. And while walking through there, lie pray the kind hand of breeze might pluck a ray of sun, a leaf, lay it at my weary feet. Oh, to fill my pocket with a gift as generous as this, to press it in a book and keep it safe till winter, when I have need to hold against the bitter creep of darkness its bright peace. Bitter creep of darkness its bright peace.
Wow. Very nice.
This is the a cappella round, John.
Sorry, I'm gonna play guitar.
That means Ellen gets to sing, right?
We understand if that's what you need.
Thank you. I appreciate the support.
That's me. I'm so supportive. Brawls for it and everything.
So, I've written a whole shit ton of songs recently, and I don't know most of them. And I was trying to play some, well, I was playing some of the new ones earlier, but sometimes one has to fall back on something that there's a good possibility one might actually remember the words to throughout the song, and what might be a friend's favorite song. It's hard to say, really. And you know, you're talking about that, never mind. There's a connection to the cooking show, Alan. I'll tell you later. Okay. You know, the whole thing about telling the title, I just like to say before I start, I think I'm in tune. I've been waking up at dawn, reach for your hand. Forget that you were gone, wish I could stand on my own. Hold my head up high, I'm not that strong. I'm falling down on my knees, and I'm begging for a higher love, setting me free. Free. Take my heart down to the sea, lay me down, feel the waves crash over me, think I'll drown. You love to comfort me, and I still breathe. Breathe, and I'm falling down on my knees, and I'm begging I'll hold on, 'cause I'm falling down on my knees, and I'm begging for a higher love. I'm praying for a higher love to come to me, and I'm begging for a higher love. Set me free. Dawn. I've been waking up at dawn.
Nice.
Thank you. I want to say one thing before we pass this on. I want to thank Bill Nash and Alan Rowoth for keeping this tent going and giving everybody a place to share their voice.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I ordinarily haven't been singing under the tarp for a long time.
Oh.
But
don't leave.
I have
Well,
this
you
new
better wait, John.
family in Nepal that I adopted me, and they don't know that side of me so well. So I've been trying to do a little bit more. This is an American folk song from the 60s. More than the greatest love the world has known, this is the love I give to you alone. More than the simple words I try to say, I only live to love you more each day. And more than you'll ever know, my arms long to hold you, so my heart will be in your keeping, waking, sleeping, laughing, weeping. Longer than always is a long, long time, but far beyond forever, you'll be mine. And I know I've never loved before, and my heart is very sure no one else could love you more. But longer than always is a long, long time, but far beyond forever, you'll be mine. And I know I've never loved before, and my heart is very sure no one else could love you more.
It's simple, man.
There we go. I miss you guys.
And what's your name?
What's your name again?
Alan? Oh, yeah.
Yep, I'm the bot guy. York, you're on.
Okay. My name is York, and I do more spoken word poetry stuff, so... can't remember if I did this one previous years or not, but anyway, it's called Arrow Deck. The Army Corps of Engineers defines the upper Mississippi as starting at the confluence of the Ohio and Mississippi rivers, at the bottom of the state of Illinois. Most riverines split the river into three sections. The lower, running north from the mouth of the Gulf of Mexico to Vicksburg, Mississippi, is as far north as the smaller ocean-going ships can traverse. The middle section, running between Vicksburg and the Chain of Rocks Lock at St. Louis, Missouri, as no boats are required, no boat locks are required between those 2 points. The upper runs from St. Louis to the headwaters at Lake Itasca in northern Minnesota. Floods used to change the course of the middle section every few years. But the Army Corps of Engineers now tries to tame the river to protect the man-made structures such as bridges, power plants, towns, and homes. Anyway, at mile 136 of the Corps' upper Mississippi lies the town of Crystal City on the riverside of Festus, Missouri. As we paddle past, two other canoes are shooting out into the river. In the stern of one canoe is an elderly gentleman expertly guiding the canoe into what passes its current to help them head downstream. Kenny and I are intrigued. We've seen every size of pleasure craft, barges that are over a mile long, tugboats of every stripe, fishing boats, and yet these are the first canoes, besides home, our canoe, we've seen on this big river. So we head over to chat. Turns out that the elderly gentleman is Steve Marler. He is 94 years old, but his canoe is alive under his guidance. One of Steve's grandsons is now in the bow of the canoe providing power. 2 more grandsons are in the other canoe. All 3 are scout leaders in their hometown of Farmington, Missouri. But Steve's canoe, the canoe is amazing. When we get close enough to look at it, it's a wood frame that shines with fresh sealant. A silver canvas hull that looks used but still in great shape. And the paddles can be positioned such that the boat can be used as a rain shelter when on shore. We learn it is a 1923 Aero Deck canoe that Steve purchased when he was 25 years old. During the last 69 years, Steve has paddled this canoe on the Mississippi and other rivers. This particular stretch he started exploring in the 1930s. As we canoe downstream, he tells us of the changes that have taken place over the last 60 years in each feature along the way. His grandson just nods and lets us marvel at both the stories and Steve's prowess with the canoe. When we arrive at St. Genevieve, Missouri, 13 miles later, all 3 canoes pull out of the river. Steve, it turns out, can barely walk. However, he's still proud of his 1923 baby and has us look it over from top to bottom. It is a marvel of 1920s craftsmanship. Steve's eyes gleam brightly as he lovingly caresses the aero deck while explaining the craft's features. I should have taken more photos, regardless of the film's cost. I'm sure that Steve is no longer with us, other than in memories, but I do wonder which grandson ended up with the canoe and whether it is still plying the Mississippi on summer days.
Nice.
Wow.
That's great.
Nice. That was very evocative. I could see that scene really well.
Yeah.
Good, because it actually happened. But that was 30 years ago.
And a TripAdvisor rating of 4.2.
And it was just today as well. So, yeah, in my mind anyway.
Good, yeah. Interesting trip.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah. Well, I tried to do the song last night and I forgot the words, so I'm going to do it tonight. And there's words below me, so in case I do forget, I'll look down. This is the song that I was doing called Trick or Treat. And this is probably a true story. I'm not sure. Well, another Halloween is here, and I am scared here in my room. My brother is sleeping soundly in the lower bunk bed, and there are shadows all around me and in my head. In my head. Well, I'm usually not afraid of the dark, something in this room shivers me. I doubt if it's remnants of some poltergeist. Gosh darn. Or a specter of some future body sacrifice. So I pulled myself over to the corner of the bed, not knowing what it is that I might see. Under my magic covers, somewhat safe from harm, here on my mattress sanctuary. Finally get my courage up to peer down from my lofty perch. I don't think anything down there is gonna get me. No grim reaper, angel angel of death, no savagery, savagery. But as my eyes adjust to the light, I can't believe the sight I see. My brother has an axe buried deep in the middle of his chest. He's lying in a pool of blood from his open breast. Open breast. Then I hear the muffled sound of a disembodied voice, a light giggle and a snickering. He opens his eyes in this horrific scene, says to me, trick or treat, trick or treat. Right after I finished writing this song that there was going to someday be a sequel, but the day I got back at my brother for doing that to me.
Yeah. I've never heard that one.
Oh really? Cool. I don't know if it's a true story, but my brother's 7 years older than me, and he's very stoic. He's a professor of inorganic chemistry for 30 years at Eastern Washington State, and they asked him if he thought that was a true story, and he said, I don't know, but it's a good one. It's the highest praise I ever got from my brother. Phil.
Phil?
It's Phil.
Anybody can noodle along with this if they want to, but it changes key from A minor to D minor.
That's good.
It is. I like that. That's a little parlor body.
You can travel with.
I just don't have any reach, so.
I mean, it's the same size neck as
Yeah,
but
but the thinner body and the smaller face. Very nice.
Alright, guys, sorry about that.
Just, just playing.
I've got a tune.
What you been up
It's
to?
supposed to be retuned because we care.
I'm gonna play a song I wrote at a different time of year. We're coming up on fall here. I just want to put us about 6-7 months forward. I used to think the song when I wrote it was about kind of literal spring, watching things turn green. I think it has more to do with the courage to let winter happen so that a spring can actually mean something. So I played it more as called the equinox. The charm of the fireplace is wearing pretty thin. The start of this last season, I was excited to be snowed in, but I'm running out of firewood. Keep my little cabin nice and warm. For every hour of darkness, I get one more hour of light. It's better than a month ago with never-ending nights. The sun is sneaking, enticing me to get outside. We're all worn out and weary from the winter. The spring's still got a ways to go, but the equinox is here, and the sunshine comes knocking at the door. Well, I can feel the crinkle underneath my feet. Dry leaves are dying to try to fertilize the seed of a little blade of grass. It's waiting out the winter for the spring. The subtle sounds of springtime, creaky joints and bones, listening to the critters crawl out of their holes, singing celebrations, sun salutations to the day. We're all worn out and weary from the winter. Spring's still got a ways to go, but the equinox is here, and the sunshine comes knocking. Summer falls its way to winter, and everyone is wondering whether winter's gonna last forever. Then the sunshine comes knocking at the door. There's a special way the sun feels when it's rising up the sky, warming up my face. I can feel where I lie down, looking up, say hello. Feathered friends have found their way back home. The neighbors all come knocking, dust off of their smiles. We're all swapping stories about our troubles and our trials. Cabin fever's finished with a gathering of friends to greet the day. We're all worn out and weary from the winter. Spring's still got a ways to go, but the equinox is here, and the sunshine comes knocking. Summer falls its way to winter, and everyone is wondering whether winter's gonna last forever. Then the sunshine comes knocking. at the door.
Sweet.
Nice.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
What a great groove that is. It's a groove, man.
That's really pitchy,
Yeah.
tappy tune.
You bet it is.
Peppy. I'm gonna bring us all down.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
Wrong with that. You'll love the roller
I my phone is currently charging. It got down to 3% today, and I kind of panicked a little bit. So I don't have my lyrics with me. So I figured I'd sing something that I pretty sure I know. I could do a cover though. You know what? I'm gonna do a cover of a fun song instead of a depressing song. Let me stand up.
That's good.
Because I gotta,
Breathe.
holler. Something like that. Hang on, let me get a drink real quick. 'cause
You know you can charge your phone at the solar station. Did you know that?
I did. I have it plugged in over behind the ticket.
Yeah.
But I was just mesmerized by all the music today. Trying to get anywhere was hard.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna do a song that was written and recorded the year before I was born by Alvin Robinson, I think. And then the next year, 1964, not long before I was born, the Stones covered it. And then later on, Old Crow Medicine Show brought it back. And now the Rainbow Girls do my favorite version of it ever. This is Down Home Girl. I keep hitting that on there. Well, I swear your perfume, babe, is made out of turnip greens. Every time I kiss you, girl, you taste like pork and beans. Even though you're wearing those uptown high heels, I can tell by your giant step you've been walking through the cotton fields. Oh, you're so down home, girl. Every time you monkey child take my breath away. Every time you move like that, well, I got to get down and pray. Girl, you know that dress you're wearing is made out of fiberglass. Every time you move like that, well, I got to go to Sunday Mass. Oh, you're so down home, girl. Gonna take you to the muddy water and push you in, so I can watch that water roll on down your velvet skin. Gonna take you back to New Orleans, down in Dixieland, so I can watch you do the second line with an umbrella in your hand. Oh, you're so down home, girl. like I'm not gonna have a voice left by the end of this weekend.
Of course.
Is that a bad thing?
But, well,
You got a year to recover.
it is if you want to sing. Well, no, I don't, because I got another festival in 2 weeks, and
Which
we
festival?
sing a lot there. It's Medicine on the River at Parish Ranch out in Berthoud. It's small, with a lot of local musicians. Gas Pops are going to headline. Oh, Gasoline Lollipops for those of y'all that don't live around here. I think Big Richard's putting in an appearance, and Ain't From Here is going to be there, and Pick and Howl, bunch of local kids that are pretty amazing. Anyway, I'm done, and it's your turn. Let me sit here.
It's the first time my heart was broken. In the damn summer Tennessee night. Months. Sorry, I'm gonna do a different one because that's not working.
That's okay.
You guys like COVID tunes? Sure.
It's okay.
First time my heart was broken there. In the damn summer Tennessee night. Months before I'd already ruined it. Maybe I was broken well before. Heavy is the head that strains the neck on which it's carried. You can feel the weight. Back in the beginning, maybe it'll all work out. Baby, don't go, it's early yet. All the mistakes we can try to forget. Gonna take a walk in the summer rain. High so wide, we stumbled through a door. Stars so bright, the lights up we'd never seen before. Safety comes from those who know. Darling, you know nothing, that's for sure. Baby, don't go, it's early yet. All the mistakes we try to forget. Gonna take a walk in this. Oh, baby, don't get. Well, it look different when the sun comes up. We don't make it to the morning. Love, can I hold the good for the rest of my life? Have I
So I forgot your name.
There's Nick.
Nick. So playing off the one you did. This one's called Wobbles. Let's see if I can get my set here. I can't see it on here. The Earth wobbles on its axis just a bit on its annual circumnavigation trip. Luckily for us, it doesn't twerk or jerk or it doesn't spurt. It just moves to and fro real slow in a celestial dance with the sun, its bow. When the northern hemisphere leans in to be near, that is when the days are sunny, warm, and clear, providing food and cheer for all those that live here. But in the winter, when the northern days are dark and cold, that is when the sun tells the north, don't be so bold. Step back a bit so I can catch my breath and warm the south with my solar zest. Warm the south with my solar zest as they celebrate my glow. So axial tilt is the reason for the seasons as the earth wobbles around the sun. Keep this in mind as you have your fun and realize you are just dancing with the sun.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. Well, somebody here in this circle is thinking of a request. So I'm going to give her the answer.
You read my mind?
I did. I've read it before and I'll read it again.
Okay.
And this is for you. It was an early morning ballroom and the place just opened up. The little man came in so fast and started at his cups. And the broad who served the whiskey, she was a big old friendly girl who tried to fight her empty nights by smiling at the world. And she said, hey bub, it's been a while since you've been around. Where the hell you been hiding and why you look so down? Well, the little man just sat there like he never heard a sound. The waitress, she gave out with a cough, and acting not the least put off, she spoke. Once again, she said, I don't want to bother you, consider it's understood. I know I'm not no beauty queen, but I sure can listen good. And the little man took his drink in his hand and he raised it to his lips. He took a couple of sips and then he told the waitress this story. I am the midnight watchman down at Miller's Tool and Die. And though I watch the meadow rusting, I watch the time go by. A week ago at the diner, I stopped to get a bite. And this here lovely lady, she sat 2 seats from my right. And the Lord, 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 she was alright. She was so damn beautiful that she could warm a winter frost. But she looked long past lonely and well nigh on to lost. I'm not much of a mover or a pick-em-up easy guy, but I decided to glide on over and give her one good try. And Lord, 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 she was worth a try. When I was tongue-tied like a schoolboy, I stammered out some words, but it did not seem to matter much, 'cause I don't think she heard. She just looked clear on through me to a space back in my head, shamed me into silence as quietly she said, If you want me to go with you, then that's alright with me. 'Cause I know I'm going nowhere, and anywhere's a better place to be. Anywhere's a better place to be. Well, I drove up to my boarding house, and I took her up to my room, and I went to turn on the only light to brighten up the gloom. But she said, please leave the light off, oh, I don't mind the dark. And as her clothes all tumbled round her, I could hear my heart. The moonlight shone upon her as she lay back in my bed. It was the kind of scene I only had imagined in my head. I just could not believe it, to think that she was real. As I tried to tell her, she said, shh, I know just how you feel. And if you want to come here with me, well, that's alright with me. 'Cause I know I'm going nowhere, and anywhere's a better place to be.
One of these is going flat. There it is. I just changed these strings, so let me fix this cable. Now it's sharp. Sorry about that.
Anywhere's a better place to be.
Oh, it's not B sharp. Sorry.
Well, the morning came so quickly, I held her in my arms, and she slept like a baby, snug and safe from harm. I did not want to share her with the world or break the mood, so before she woke, I went out to buy us both some food. I came back with my paper bag to find that she was gone. She left a 6-word letter saying it's time that I moved on. You know, the waitress, she took her bar rag and she wiped it across her eyes. As she spoke, her voice came out as something like a sigh. She said, I wish that I were beautiful, or that you were halfway blind. And I wish I weren't so doggone fat. I wish that you were mine. And I wish that you'd come with me when I leave for home. For we both know all about emptiness, living all alone. And the little man looked at the empty glass in his hand, and he smiled a crooked grin. He said, I guess I'm out of gin, and I know we both have been so lonely. And if you want me to go with you, then that's alright with me. 'Cause I know I'm going nowhere, and anywhere's a better place to be.
Never heard that one either.
Harry Chapin. Better Place to Be. Sorry it's 7.5 or 8 minutes long, but
No, you don't
all of
apologize.
his songs were 7.5, 8
Don't
minutes
ever
long.
apologize for hearing.
No, I know. That's for you.
Oh, thank you. You
You're
did
welcome.
read my mind.
Of course I did.
Oh, it's okay. Mine are all really short, so we even out. Yeah. Good.
That works.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Key of A, you're welcome to New York.
Okay, let's see what
No
I can
promises.
do. If I'm in tune with you, let's try it.
Yeah, that works. You travel around and you sing your songs. Girl, I play some too. Our paths, they cross now and then. You wink at me, I smile at you. We hug, we laugh, the feeling's true. Loving you, girl, ain't no sin. But everyone wants to control who you see, where you go. You're always trying to rein you in. Freedom, she's your mistress. She takes a heavy toll. It can be a lonely road you go. Girl, you got no promises to keep. Girl, you got no promises to keep. Yes, us threw the curtains down. Time we got on out of town. You're headed east. I'm going north to Canada. And we never say goodbye. We just hug, look in each other's eyes. Travel safe is all we'll say. But I'll see you in my dreams tonight when I'm camped someplace out of sight. After I've cried myself to sleep. 'Cause freedom, she's my mistress. She takes a heavy toll. It can be a lonely road I go. Girl, I got no promises to keep. Girl, I got no promises to keep. Instrumental for you. but freedom, teardrop in my eye. I can't quite see the page to write the words love has made, so I think I'm just gonna hang it up now for the night. Freedom, she's our mistress. She takes a heavy toll. It can be a lonely road to go. To the road our souls we gave, we find our love along the way. Girl, we got no promises to keep. You travel around and you sing your songs. Girl, I'll play some too.
Kids waking up in a few hours. I need to get some sleep. I'm gonna play my bedtime wish for you guys.
Thank you.
Wish for the world.
Great.
Thank you guys for taking the space to share
You
some
bet.
songs.
You bet. It's our pleasure.
Lying lonely in her chair, bickering about how life's not fair and how all those damn Democrats do nothing that they say. She was living her dream in 17, the perfect job, she was strong and lean, but emptiness and alcohol keep taking it all away. That's just how this sad world sway. Promise it gets happy. He's got all the money one could want, the fame and flowing hair to flaunt, and yet he's sad and stuck inside fragile suit of skin. People bend and people break by the very words he makes, yet this shallow game he plays is one he'll never win. That's just how this sad world tends to spin. I wish there were a way to travel back in time to help unravel all this naughty chaos trapped in fear. Oh, was there one small gap in time when I could have stepped in line to somehow let them know they are not zero? I wish I was a time traveling hero. Lying anxious in his bed, thoughts of how the world might end fill his brain with ways he should have done things after all. As a kid he dreamt of how he could change the world, but now cynical and stuck he's certain his dreams were just too tall. That's just how this sad world tends to fall. I wish there were a way to travel back in time to help unravel all this knotted chaos trapped in fear. Oh, Was there one small gap in time when I could have stepped in line to somehow let them know they are not zero? I wish I was a time traveling hero. What if I was sent here from tomorrow by some future humans needing help? What if they got off track and to get things back they figured out the key? And to change the day is why they're sending me. Oh, what if there's a way to travel throughout time to help unravel all this knotted chaos trapped in fear? What if every gap in time is our chance to step in line? It's help to bring a better future near. Oh, what if we're all time traveling heroes? It's time for all of the time traveling heroes. Thank you guys. Let's go change the world, huh?
Yeah, sweet. Have a good night. That's great.
That's a great range for your voice.
Mine's
That was a great
21 now, so they check on me.
Oh, I hear that happens fast.
Yeah, really.
It really does.
Seems like cliche when you don't have kids, and then it's like,
yeah, no,
there's
that's
wise people
stuff.
ahead of us.
How old are your kids?
My son just turned 8 today.
8? Oh, today.
Great.
Happy birthday. Very
Awesome,
cool.
fun day, and my daughter just turned 3 years old.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Big in the festival, and I can't wait to watch them grow up.
Great.
That's great.
Thanks for sharing your
Thanks for sharing
songs.
your stuff.
Very nice.
Thanks for what you do too. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something that I actually know all the words to, and every time I try to run through something in my head, somebody would start playing, and I'd be like, oh, I gotta listen to that.
That's what a circle's all about, man.
I know, and
Yep.
now I don't have my phone, so I don't have my lyrics program, and I have nothing in my head. I got nothing in my brain. Wait, I don't even know the words to that song. Let's see. I could try to do. You know what? Actually, what I could try to do is pass.
I do that a lot.
Sometimes you pass out.
Well,
too.
you should sing more. And I should think more.
About 5 stitches in my life. Late last Friday night, working through harrow bad times. Yeah, they're always on my mind. Well, the cigarettes remind me of when we were, like the whiskey reminds me of who I am. But it's been years since we lived there. My mind's a back road headed home, where I know every inch, curve, and pothole. The memories are loud and I'm singing along. Well, the cigarettes remind me of when we were, like the whiskey reminds me of who I am. And I am sorry, ooh, forever letting you down. like ours can't burn forever. It eats its fuel and then it's gone. A love like ours, the damage it leaves, well that's forever. And on which the memories live on. Where the cigarettes remind me of when we were. Like the whiskey reminds me of the bayou. And I am sorry.
Nice. Nice.
Did you say your name?
My name's Kevin Chemistry.
Very nice.
Is there a hidden meaning behind the
Now we were having a big old shindig just across the street, so
I hate it when that happens.
What you can't see are the light up star glasses and the tutu around the chest. The pink and black tutu around the chest. Yeah, it's
definitely country store
it's
party
quite
night.
fashionable. And the silk scarf there, that's a really nice touch. You have to accessorize.
Yeah, Saturday night's always country store party night.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
And that's what we're hearing.
That is not. That might be now what we're hearing.
Yeah.
We were hearing them earlier too. I guess it's my turn, huh?
Yep, it is.
I guess so. If I can stay awake long enough.
Yeah, exactly. What's getting me?
Try to do this one in the first chorus type thing. So I'll just try and read it, get through it. So many books to read. Why watch TV when there are so many books to read? Science fiction authors galore, exploring new worlds, thoughts, and war, not to mention technology. Robots for good, aliens to abhor, Asimov, Byrne, Norton, and Dean, short stories, books, articles, letters, and more. Why watch TV when there are so many books to read? If you're of a historical bent, biographies of self or friends or notables yet, you need something better there.
Yeah.
Some are glorious, avoid those that bore. Historically true or with details the authors invent. Presidents, potentates, travelers, and normal letters sent. Why watch TV when there are so many books to read? Murder and mystery can keep you in your seat, whether a layperson, detective, or a cop on the beat. The pages you'll turn is for solutions you yearn, from Agatha Doyle, Francis, and Scotland's best set named Pete. Death, theft, graft, and wrath bring the heat. Why watch TV when there are so many books to read? Maybe you are the romantic kind, love stories may spring to mind. Whether love is the emotional or the physical shines, don't leave love's ardor behind. Catch the romances of Harlequin time, whether modern, Middle Ages, or prehistoric, like Olive's clan of the cave bear sublime. There are books of poetry, science, battles, history, philosophy, religion, travel, art, music, beginnings and endings, and all in between. So why watch TV when there are so many books to read?
Perfect.
Nice.
Sums it up. Sums it up.
I had to write something for the songwriters group, and I was looking at my bookshelf and went,
I can't remember that. That was about 2 years ago. You remember?
Could have been.
Yeah, it seems like.
It's not innovation.
I can't remember you reading that thing in Fort Collins.
Yeah.
I think I was there.
You were at Fort Collins at the thing. Actually, I've got it down as April this year.
Oh, okay. Okay. It sounds familiar, though, so it might have been similar to something else I heard.
This is one of the nice things about having raised my child.
Whose song is this that they're singing? Do you know?
But it's a
To
trust
adulthood
next.
without the
Can't really hear it.
dying.
Probably.
I think I deserve
I don't know.
I can't place it.
Put in the Stratocaster.
maybe
I
two.
know it.
Tooled leather
And they're relatively stable.
the top is caving in. The sound goes down.
Actually, we're coming home next week.
Oh,
We'll be in
gosh.
Rhode Island.
I'm going to go to sleep after this.
The tail stand. I might keep the strain of the strain.
My eyes are going I'm gonna fuck with you now.
This is the place.
And then I don't know if you've noticed, but my legs are spasming, like, and it's just because I'm tired. I think I'll end up on this one tonight.
We got electric sparkle chicken over here.
Yes.
That's
Both
fantastic.
guitars start doing the stream.
You can sing along on the chorus, Ford Come Homes. You'll see when it comes around. The wind is whispering and the sky is clear. Stars are littering the ground. Friends and neighbors, they're all gathered here. Look at all the love we found. These are times that make our lives worthwhile, spreading love and wishing peace, for hopes and dreams of what our loved ones seek, hoping all their dreams will keep. Come home to a fire that's always warm. Come home to shelter from the storm. Come home to hugs and kisses sweet. Come home to this place of love we meet. That's the chorus. You can sing Come Home 4 times. Find a harmony part, pick it up. Missing friends of ours who are not here. Some have passed, some have gone. Wishing one more chance to whisper love. One more chance to sing their song. Memories have a way of circling you, reminding of good times long past. Feeling love and kindness here and now, trying to make these feelings last. Come home to a fire that's always warm. Come home shelter from the storm. Come home to hugs and kisses sweet. Come home to this place of love we meet. Come home to a love that's all around. Come home to a place of higher ground. Come home to smiling faces sweet. Come home to this place of love we meet. The sky is something in this. Oh boy, yeah. And the wind is clear. There's the stars are littering the ground. That's what happens when you fall asleep. Friends and neighbors, they're all gathered here. Look at all the love we found. We all know we're homeward bound. Catch that again. That's the last song I'm gonna play.
Oh yeah.
That's done.
Phil, you want to take us home? I think this is going to be one more
my last two. Yeah.
Shanna did the other one. One of those last.
This is what we're looking for. This is what we're living for. Hey, there's something happening here, something fine, something beautiful. This is what we're living for. This is what we're looking for. Whoa, whoa. This is what we're looking for. This is life and so much more.
Nice, Bill.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks, everybody, for being here.
Thank
You are dedicated.
Me?
You're here all the time.
She's all the time.
Appreciate it.
Any chance she gets, she's here.
That's right.
That's awesome.
Tomorrow night she has to go to sleep early.
I know, or I'm just like, I was